arms, my wrists, my legs. So in summertime, you can imagine being really, really hot and having to wear long sleeve clothes and long pants so that I wouldn't scare people. So all my life, I had really bad skin. I had asthma, I had eczema, I had allergies, I was allergic to wheat, dairy, nuts, you name it. Yeah, I couldn't eat a lot. And but my family were market gardeners. They grew vegetables for a living, so generations of market gardeners. So we ate really well. We ate lots and lots of vegetables. But like all the PowerPoints were showing, even though I ate more than my 3 to 5 servings of vegetables a day, I was still very sick. And I remember thinking, when I grow up, I'm not going to have children. There's no way I wanted my children to suffer, the skin problems and the allergies like I did. Because my poor mother, she has 4 daughters, and I'm number 3. All of us were sick in our own way. So she was always trying to find different supplements, different Chinese herbs, different homeopaths, naturopaths, kinesiologists. And she just spent a lot of money trying to fix us. So I know what it's like to experience, different types of nutritionals. So when USANA came along, I thought, oh yeah, it sounds like, every other supplement brand that I've tried. So the main reason that got me interested in USANA was because I was an IT consultant at the time. And in New Zealand, property investing is big. People like to be property investors. So I started investing in property. And I met a couple who weren't working anymore. He was a head of science, a school teacher, and the wife was an osteopath. And they weren't working, and I thought, how is it that they could have such incredible professions, yet they're not working anymore? They're doing this USANA thing, So I looked at the information, and I made my boyfriend at the time come with me, and I said, make sure I don't join, okay? But at the end of the information, while sitting there, like, many of you for the first time, I had my arms crossed, and I was trying to act as though I wasn't interested, but I remember thinking, this looks amazing. So at the end of the presentation, I still didn't smile. I just said, okay, I'll look at the information. And Jared, my boyfriend, had said, look, I'm not going to do it. You do it, but I'm not going to. So I said, but what if we go on one of those trips that they talk about? The travelling. He said, okay, put my name down. So he became my co-applicant. And within 6 months, went silver. 4 weeks after that, after attending the International USANA Convention, I went gold. And at that point, my boyfriend still wasn't helping me. Yet while I was away in America, he had to bank my check into my bank account for 2,000 New Zealand dollars, which is, I'm not sure what that is in English, it's 1,000 US. And it was crazy because 1 year after that went ruby, and 9 months after went emerald. And for the last few years, I've been very privileged to have achieved some incredible passions. I've travelled on USANA's credit card to Australia, to Fiji, been to Canada, the US, Singapore, Philippines now. So thanks to USANA, it's absolutely changed my life, and it is probably the biggest and best decision I've ever made. Because what's the worst that can happen in 1 year? If you get started today, what is the worst that will happen? In 1 year's time, you'll be healthier, probably have made more friends. And in New Zealand, you get tax breaks. If you're working, you pay income tax to the government in New Zealand. If you run a home business like USANA, they give you some tax back. Just because that means you're less less problems on the road. So I want to let you know what the rest of USANA world is like. You are part of a 20-year-old company. It's a $680 million company. It has paid over $1 billion in commissions worldwide. The Philippines market, I think you guys are number 3, but it's the fastest growing market in the world. New Zealand, used to be the fastest growing market, but you guys have overtaken us by far. So there are 100 million people in the Philippines, right? 9 million in Manila? Is there more? In New Zealand, there are 4 million people total. In Auckland City, which is one of the main cities that I'm from, there's only 1 million. There are more sheep than people. I'm not kidding you. But we cannot enroll sheep. Anyway, so I just want to let you know that you guys are part of a fast-growing network marketing business that has really made a difference. So many people are looking for a solution, right? And that's your job, is to help people find a solution. Help people get more time with their families. Help people get their health back. You're making a living while you're making a difference. Congratulations to all of you that are part of your son and those of you that will be doing this. Thank you.
Wow.